Hey YouTube, this is going to be a little video regarding some dating advice I'm going to give from my own personal experience in life and the red flags you may come across in relationships that if you see some of these like I experienced, maybe it's a good thing to just kind of turn around and go your merry way. Some of the red flags. One red flag I encountered with a certain person I was with was, and very early on in the relationship, it's something that obviously at the beginning it's all roses and fun, and you see the real person later on. But this happened really, really early. Is I was with this person, and because this person was demanding me to buy her a house or an apartment. Okay. So I was like, okay, hey, let's go half. I got no problem. No, because I have no money. You need to pay for it all. So for me, that was a red flag. Is demanding the other person to buy them, especially a big purchase like that. That's something that I don't agree with. That's definitely a big red flag. Now, if you see me looking down, I just have some notes just to share with you so I don't forget some key notes as this little video is on. Another key flag that I've encountered is this person had, for example, no car. Okay, so this person was constantly fighting with me and demanding that I should buy her a car. Okay, a car, yes. Which I did find her a car, like something under like 5,000, but no, it wasn't good enough. It had to be a $10,000 to $15,000 car, and I had to buy it because she had no money. It's because I was her boyfriend, and I had to buy it for her. But of course, I didn't. For that, that's another red flag. That shows that this person doesn't appreciate who you are or what you are. It's like pretty much a bank. You're just gonna write blank checks. Okay, so that's another red flag. Another red flag that I came across over the times is, for example, some teeth work to be done. Okay, some certain teeth work to be done, and this teeth work was going to be expensive. It was going to be like 14,000 bucks. Okay, and I had to, with screaming and yelling and fighting, that I had to, as her boyfriend, and if I love her, I had to buy her or pay for this procedure. I was like, no, that just doesn't work. So now when I see all these things, what do I think? I think of, holy moly, like we got ourselves a gold digger. Even though she said to me many times, oh, I love you, you're my everything, you're my this, blah, blah, blah. When you're demanding me to pay things like that because, okay, you have no money, because I have a little bit of cash, that means I have to buy you everything like this? No, I don't agree. So that's red flag. So as you can tell, these red flags have to do with you pretty much having to buy these people big purchases. Why? You know, you can do it on your own. Another red flag about purchases is okay, I was with this one person for quite a while, quite a few years. And obviously, with your someone, there comes a point where you're thinking, okay, maybe I should buy a ring. Or obviously, so the ring that this person wanted in mind it couldn't be anything under 8,000 to 10,000 bucks. So I had to buy this person a ring that had to be $8,000 to $10,000. No, red flag. Once again, what do I look like, a bank? So some red flags, as you can see, there's a common theme. The common theme is if your significant other is trying to pressure you and force you to buy big items like this, that tells me they're kind of using you. Okay. And speaking of using, this is what interesting. This particular person that I was with said straight up many times that I will use people to get to where I can in life, to achieve what I want to achieve, my goals in life. Yes. So even when you hear that, that should have been a red flag to leave. I think it's a red flag. So, more red flags. I'm not a big Facebook guy. I've never done Facebook. I don't have a Facebook account. And you know what? It's just my preference. Now, this particular person was always on her Facebook. And she was always saying she was talking with friends. Okay. And I wasn't born yesterday because when I talk to or I consider someone a friend, it's someone that I've had relations with. Okay, so she would constantly be on her Facebook talking to her friends, and I would question her. Why are you talking to your friends? She goes, well, I can do it. So here's a double standard. When I was texting or talking with friends, she would get so mad and so pissed off at me. No, you can't. You can't talk to your friends. This is not how it is. It's being disrespectful. I said, well, why is it a double standard? Why can you talk to your friends, which are guy friends, on your Facebook, and I'm not allowed? Well, that's just how it is. That's just how it is. For me, that's disrespectful. Another red flag. Red flag. Another big thing. If you come across in any relationship is if your significant other says they love you, say that they're everything, they're your sky, your stars, and all that stuff. If they tell you, and they want to marry you on top of that too, right? And if they tell you, hey, you know what, let's have a threesome. Yeah, that's a red flag. I think that's a red flag to get out and go. Okay. Another red flag is the plan was, eventually in the future we get married. Okay. Now, when we get, this is what this person said. So here's another big red flag, I believe. If we get married, we should have an open relationship. Yeah. That to me, holy moly. And I still stuck around, you guys. That's another huge red flag. How can you trust now this person in your life? You can't trust them with anything. Huge red flags. Huge red flags. More red flags if they ever encounter this. On my computer, okay, I did have some pictures of some ex-girlfriends. Nothing crazy. She found them on my computer and deleted them. Okay. Now, I have seen many pictures of hers on her computer of exes. And I questioned her. I said, why did you delete them? Don't you have any pictures? Yeah. Well, I said, well, why don't you delete them? Well, this is the way I don't have to. So I said, why is this once again? Why can't you? Because I've seen them. She's got a lot of pictures of exes, but it's okay for her not to delete them. She can keep them, but she would delete my pictures. So that for me is a no-no. That for me is not good. Not good. If you ever experience that as well, she's going through your computer, deleting stuff where she shouldn't, I think that's a red flag. If there's always a double standard, that's a red flag. That's a red flag. Coming to friends, guy friends. You know what? I was forbidden to hang out with boys. I couldn't hang out with my friends. No, fighting, constantly fighting. If we didn't fight at least once every 3 months, there'd be something wrong. So fighting, I couldn't see my friends. I couldn't hang out with them. And I said, you know what? I've known them before. I know them now, and I'll probably know them after I'm done with you. So you can't be so controlling. So if you have a controlling person like that, you know what? In the end, I don't think it's going to be a good thing. Okay, controlling people, I don't know if they really love you in essence, especially when they constantly argue with you and fight with you. I believe fighting and arguing is a way of expressing maybe their way. This is their way of feeling love, feeling power, feeling in control. Because she wasn't getting no control. She probably wasn't used to always probably getting control in other relationship. But with me, it just wasn't working. So you just couldn't communicate the simple things, the simple ideas in life. So controlling is another no-no. And another big one that I've encountered that I think is important is if your significant other hasn't achieved anything really in life. What I mean by that, like they really doesn't haven't, let's say haven't got a degree, they don't own a house, they just haven't experienced anything, but they criticize you about, and when you've achieved a lot of things in life and they criticize you that you haven't done anything, it's worthless. That is a no-no, especially when they degrade you. And one of the last ones that really showed huge disrespect and shows big disrespect in a relationship, and this happened in a couple of times, pretty much at the beginning to me, And at the end, where I just said I couldn't do this anymore, is if your significant other disrespects you and insults you because of your religious beliefs, that is a cause to just run away. No one should be doing that. No one should disrespect what you believe in. And it was a constant with me disrespect what I believe in. And that's not cool. That's disrespectful. Okay? That is where you should just turn around and walk away. Definitely walk away. So everybody, that's a little quick video of kind of what I've experienced over the years. And I believe, honestly, that these are some really huge red flags that everyone should pay attention to. I'm sure there's more out there, but these are the ones I've experienced. And like I said, I don't blame this person for how they are, who they are. This is how they are. You can't change people. It doesn't matter how much you try. So of course I blame myself that the one that got involved, and I put up with all this stuff. That's pretty much what it comes down to. I don't wish this person or any people that I've been with any harm. It's a learning experience that you learn from your life when you date. And it's one of those that you have to just remember that when you see them again, don't just brush them off, because don't waste your time. You need to continue and hopefully move on to the next best thing. So that was my advice, some of my own ideas or some of my own experiences in life of when you're dating. And if you see some of these red flags, I would suggest just to go your merry way. Hope you enjoyed your video, and I hope I'll do more in the future.